Come on. Work. I'm currently setting this on pillows because I'm a broke ass bitch, guys. I don't know what that was. And of course, I always lose my story whenever I'm recording. So, hey, what's up? Again, my name is Kyla. Can't pronounce that, it's Kyla. It's Kayla without the A. Kyla. A lot of people call me Kayla. No, that's not my name. But I was gonna talk about bullying and judging, just like that whole spectrum of things. You know, you know where I'm coming from, right? You know where I'm going with this. So let's just start off. When I was in middle school, actually started before that. Started probably like 4th, 5th grade, up until now, honestly. I feel like bullying can go a lot of different ways. It's not just like kind of like harassment, like talking about someone like constantly. Like I feel like bullying can be like any form of judgment, harsh judgments on people countless times, you know what I mean? But yeah, when I was in 4th, 5th grade, it all started up until probably more recently. I was constantly bullied, harassed, verbally, physically. It wasn't fun. You know, I was always the kid that stood out. I was always the kid that everybody knew, but nobody liked. Because I was very outgoing, I was very annoying, I was very talkative. I guess people could say like I was like attention seeking, but not even like on purpose. It was just like how I was. It was just my personality, you know. I was always very more emotional, and I showed my emotions more in front of people in public places like school and such. I really just wasn't, I don't want to say I wasn't afraid to be myself, but it was more that I couldn't hide who I was. A lot of people are way more like capable of pretending to be somebody else to try and fit in, but for me, like, I wanted to fit in. Trust me, I wanted to fit in, but I physically like couldn't stop myself from like being who I was. I couldn't stop myself, like I couldn't be quiet. I couldn't stop being annoying. Anytime anyone would pick on me, I would always react. And I feel like that's a lot of the reason why people like bully in the first place. Any sort of harassment, drama, or anything like that. I think a lot of it has to do with they're just bored and they find it entertaining because the person's reacting. And more recently, I've learned not to take it too personally, and I've learned that reacting is just gonna make it worse. It's just gonna keep them, like, it's just gonna make them continue because they're getting a rise out of you, you know, that's what they wanted. But yeah, I think a big thing when it comes to bullying isn't just the person bullying, but the person being bullied. Because a lot of the times it's the kids that are different, that are weird, that are like they stand out in a crowd type of thing, you know what I mean? Because when we're kids, we're so used to, oh, this is what normal is, this is how things are supposed to be, this is how people are supposed to act, because everyone else is doing that, the majority of people are doing that. And it's like, I think it's just harder to not judge, you know what I mean? It's harder not to judge. We're human beings. Our brains are wired to judge. Our brains are wired to look at something and say, oh, I like that, oh, I don't like that, which is completely fine. But I think there should be a line drawn where it's like, yeah, you may not like the person, but that doesn't mean you have the right to go out of your way to make that person feel bad. You know what I mean? Just because they do something different than you doesn't mean that affects you, so why should you care enough, I guess, to say something about it? That person is completely happy, completely fine with being who they are and doing whatever they do. So why put somebody else down? I feel like sometimes bullying isn't always about making the other person sad. Like I said, it's all about the laughs. It's all about the, oh, my friends are gonna laugh at this, like the entertainment, like kind of aspect of it. And I truly believe that people need to learn not to take things so personally sometimes. Like, I know it's so hard, honestly. Like, it took me so long to not take what everyone else said about me so personally, but not everyone's gonna like you. And I know everyone's heard that phrase before, not everyone's gonna like you, but that's such a true statement. Nobody has to like you. That isn't like an obligation that we have. We're not supposed to like everybody. It's all about interests. It's all about common qualities and common interests, stuff like that. But that doesn't mean that it's wrong to be different. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know where I'm going with this. My main point is, I think people need to learn how to be more confident in themselves, because I know for a fact, and this might just be me, but I know for a fact I've noticed that the past few months, maybe even a year, I've been, first of all, for the longest time, I dealt with a lot of self-love issues, self-esteem issues, confidence issues, insecurities, everything like that. It was hard for me to accept myself, mainly because other people were always pointing out the flaws in me, you know what I mean? But in all reality, we are made exactly the way we're supposed to be. There's nothing wrong with us. Yeah, we may make mistakes, we may have different qualities about ourselves that aren't necessarily common, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Half the time we should be appreciating that. Like, for example, like my red hair, like I dyed my hair for the longest time because I got bullied for it. Look at me now, like I got my red hair, I'm showing it off. I'm mad, like, especially for that. Like, I'm mad, proud of myself. Like, I wouldn't say proud of myself, but I'm happy, like, because I stick out, and that should be a good thing. Like, it draws more attention to me, and of course, like, I love attention, but these qualities that we're put down for aren't bad. And I think what I was getting to was, the more we embrace that and the more confidence we show, the less others are gonna look at it as a bad thing. You know what I mean? When I used to do this a lot, where I'd say something about myself before other people could have the chance. For example, if I felt like other people were judging me because I was more emotional or I was talking too much, I would stand up and I would say, yeah, I'm annoying. Okay, yeah, I'm annoying. I get it. I'm emotional. I'm dramatic. Okay, cool. Like, I don't care. That's not good. That's not, I feel like it's a coping mechanism, but it's not a good one. Because the more I did that, the more negative attention I was drawing to it. For me now, I feel like if I'm gonna be like that, if I'm going to be more out there with my emotions and my feelings, I shouldn't necessarily like shit talk on myself, but at the same time, I won't get so insecure about it. I won't kind of like hide away and like get all upset about it. Like if I do that, I'll be like, wow, I just kind of freaked out right there. That was kind of stupid. But like I won't draw negative attention to it, but I'm also not gonna, I don't know what the word is. I'm also not gonna let other people be negative about it. If someone says something to me about my emotions or my reactions or anything like that, I'm always the first to be like, that's just how I am. I'm sorry. If you don't like it, okay. Like, that's just how I am. Like, because in all reality, we don't need to waste our time and energy on these people and these things that aren't worth it. In the sense that we are human. We have a very, 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 very short amount of time on this earth for ourselves. And we also, I feel like where am I going with this? I feel like with energy, like I'm just wasting a lot of it sometimes when I get all hung up on like these negative things about me or these negative things other people are saying or thinking about me. And it's just a waste. Like, I could be putting all that energy into something I love. I could be putting all that energy into something happy and like better, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to waste that time and energy, my precious time and energy, on negative people and negative things that aren't worth it. You know what I mean? Like, I could be spending my time being happy and embracing that I have emotions, like more emotions than other people, instead of dwelling on it and wasting all my time and energy on kind of like sitting here sulking about it, being like, oh, these people don't like me. Like, yeah, I guess that was the main point of this video. Like, kind of with all of this, like, kind of was different, I guess. Sometimes I wonder, like I said, like, I have a lot of things I like to talk about. And if you feel it, you've got a piece of me, and honestly, my Snapchat will be in the description below. And we're not just friends, but we more than friends. Just have a man, do you? Hopefully you think I'm so important, and instead of being teased, I just want to know. That's okay, guys. We're working with it. Having a fun time. It's gonna be lit. Sorry. See you next time.